Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We are back with part 3 of the Magic Legends beta playthrough. Excuse me while I get my coffee ready, because it's early morning here. Well, early for me. Delicious, delicious coffee. Much needed coffee, because I don't sleep very much. But yeah, we are going to go ahead and get started here shortly. Gotta love bulletproof coffee. So good. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh god, the audio. No. So loud. Go through the mic. There we go. That should be better. Disable performance mode for a second here. Just to make sure I've got everything coming through correctly. Yep, looks like we're good. Let's re-enable performance mode so we don't have terrible frame drops like we just experienced briefly. Get my controller ready because I do play this on pad. The glorious thing about this game is you can switch between pad and PC on the fly. It's really quick, it's really easy, and there's no like additional inputs or anything you have to do, which is really, really nice. But let's get into it. We are now traversing to the plane. I think it's within Dominaria, but we're going to the Shivan lands. Because we want to enhance our red magic, so Shiv is definitely the place to go. Yep, it is in the land of Dominaria. To Shiv we go! As we continue to Chapter 3.
Stop! Why you attack Gitu peoples? They don't harm anybody!
We got orders!
Swords? From Gabatonese? Since when goblins do what?
Since when do goblins do what Squeeze say? You got better plan?
Yes! Hear me, fellow goblins! And I need you
Fucking
to better
Squee.
plan. Hey! What's this thing?
Where you come from, no matter. Wait your turn. We kill you next.
Oh.
You saved our lives, stranger. Thank you.
Surprise Squee is alive? Squee and death, oil and vinegar, sour and sometimes a little slimy. But since you accidentally killed me, maybe you'll make up for it by helping me? No, you're a planeswalker. I've seen lots of those before. But what I don't see is goblins taking orders from a human. Gabatonese wants to make all of Shiv safe by stopping anyone who doesn't serve them. You saved a few Gitu, but whole Gitu village is under attack. Come on, we have to save them. Oh, more trouble ahead. Follow Squee. Shoo, pesky things!
Someone help us! They're distracted. Run for it!
Excuse me.
We saved the villagers, but more raiders coming. This whole area's swarming with angry goblins. The raiders are coming from underground caves. If we close caves, we stop them. Get those firebombers! We bring the whole cave down! This G2 village ruined, but most people still alive. White Goblin used venomous swords and armor. We have to talk to King Olmec and see how he got them. Goblins do what Olmec orders. But who tells Olmec what to do? Does Olmec tell Olmec what to do? Or does Gavin Denise tell Olmec what to do?
God, I hate goblins. They're so
We'll teach
dumb.
baby Gavu to read King Olmec's mind, then give it to him. But how we get baby Kavu back? And how we teach him to talk? Need to work on your sense of humor. Let's go talk to King Olmec. Come on, I lead way.
You're too slow.
These rocks ain't rocks at all.
Oh, we don't fight them? Okay. Oh yeah, we did. Just lagging.
King Olmec ahead. We make him see reason. Or squeeze fist.
Public.
Hopefully reason. Come on.
Matchmaking has begun. We're gonna go around and see if we can find something to do while we matchmake. 2 out of 3 players found. Awesome. Yeah, matchmaking has definitely been sped up since alpha, which is awesome. It's probably because there's a lot more players now, since the beta just opened up today. Give me something to kill while I wait for matchmaking. So the CPU is kind of geeking out here. Does the launcher have to be open? We're about to find out. Nope. Sweet. That'll help with some of the lag. Hopefully. The frame skipping. Task manager. What is causing all these issues? The game client, for one. Takes up most of the memory. I hate this Arc game client. It's so shitty. We'll take Steam off. Going to attempt. Yep, can't close the game client. That's whack. Lame. Alright, so somebody just bounced out of the matchmaking, so we're gonna go ahead and just go solo. This is taking way too long. Goblins are raiding all over Shiv, and they're wielding Benalish weapons and armor against the Shivan people. Travel with Squee and find out what the problem is.
King Olmec's camp is just over bridge here. There'll be lots of angry goblins looking for us. Make sure not to look down. And who's Squee kidding? You're a planeswalker. You got this.
Yeet! More Kofefe. Two full cups of coffee. I love it. Delicious. And I wonder why I have issues sleeping.
I told you, angry goblins everywhere. Don't panic.
Goblin War Chief.
Stand on plate over there to right. We'll get this gate open.
What's up, Scotty? How we doing today? This is Magic the Gathering Legends. The beta has just released open today. We had early access yesterday, so we got about 3.5 hours in of early access. We were a part of the alpha, but I wasn't allowed to stream it before. So, since they reset all the characters, I'm playing through again and doing it live. How you doing today, man? Oh, I love it. This is a really good game. It's far from complete. There's a lot of things they still need to work on. But it is... I think the story is complete, which is why we're able to play it and stream it. Because there's already some things changed from the alpha, which is nice. I'm glad to hear it, man. It's always nice to hear you're doing well, man. It really is.
These well-made games. Only best for King Olmec, yes? We need to know what's in these crates. Smash them! Those Beneless crates. They get weapons from Gabaghanese already? Smash crates! Smash them up good! Shiny new Beneless weapons and crates! Why Gavin Denise send weapons to Olmec? Denise send weapons to Olmec. What Olmec do for Denise? We find out.
Well, if you're signed up for the beta, man, you should definitely hop on. I'll be glad to add you. I'd love to play with you. I'm not terribly far, and I'd be happy to start a new character with you as well. Sweet, just let me know, man. If you want to play. I understand if you want to do a solo playthrough, too. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Remy. How we doing today? Snoop Morty, the game is awesome. I really enjoyed it. I was a part of the alpha. I played the entire time the alpha was out. I put about, let's see, I don't know, roughly 60 hours into the alpha. Completed everything the alpha had to offer. And now we are in open beta, so we have to start over with all of our characters. We obviously couldn't bring the alpha over, because then we'd be way ahead.
That? Here comes the Goblin King.
Yeah, all the Magic games that have ever been made for PlayStation and the consoles are actually pretty solid.
Do not, King. Where's
Oh wait, I can't
Olmec?
fight you yet. I'm talking.
Make me king.
Deck works great. Oh, hold on. Let me finish this guy off and I'll show you a little bit of how it works.
When it's over, Squee tell everyone you helped. You hear of Joyra? Yes, good friend.
Yeah, well,
of Squee.
okay, so if you want opinion, it's straight up like
Always hiding somewhere.
the way the deck actually works. It's your spells are in the bottom right here, and they rotate just like you would a deck. So you're drawing into your deck. You can level up certain spells, so that the probability of them showing up is higher, kind of like having multiple cards. But you have to like strategically plan your spells around your mana costs and how frequent they're going to show up. because it could RNG and kind of screw you over if you're not careful. But for the most part, the decks seem very balanced no matter what you kind of throw in there. You don't want to put obviously heavy casting cost stuff, because if you put too much, then you're going to kind of be stuck with just your neutral attack, which is okay damage, but it's not going to be able to help you in boss situations. You need the big stuff.
Smell that? King Olmec nearby.
Yes, higher level, higher cooldown, absolutely. But I'm pretty sure as you level and progress, you can get artifacts, which will allow you to increase the cooldown or decrease the cooldown, depending on what spells. There's a lot of things they didn't show us, or didn't reveal to us in the alpha, but they hinted towards a lot of things, so we're kind of all speculating until we get that far. But in the alpha, I managed to build a goblin deck, which was really fun. Not very good against like major bosses, because major bosses with AoE will wipe all your goblins out. But it's really fun because you can summon like 35 goblins, and they all get haste and +1/+1 depending on your war chiefs and stuff. And they get really fast, and they can run over a lot of things really fast. It's really funny. But it is an open beta, Snoop, so if you have the PC, or I think it's even available on the consoles right now. I think PlayStation has it, or Xbox, no, Xbox might have it. I know a couple of friends that I made on the alpha were playing on the console. I personally enjoy playing on a controller. It's very PC friendly, like mouse and keyboard too. But the controller, it just reminds me of how Diablo 3 played on the consoles. So that's why I'm a big fan of it. I feel you, man. I've got every console. Like, I used to be a console loyalist. Like, I was a big Xbox fan, because I'm a big Halo fan. So, like, I was very biased towards Xbox as a kid. But I've always been a Nintendo fanboy, so I play a lot of Nintendo games. But since getting older and being able to work and having money and make money and all that stuff, like, I don't have to pick sides anymore. So I get everything. I try to get everything, so there's nothing holding me back. I'll play whatever the hell I want. Alright, this is the boss, if I remember correctly, so we gotta get our good stuff out. It's like the Goblin King and his minions or something.
So, you defeat my finest champions. Now you come to face me? But how can you stop raids if you can?
Amen, brother. Real gamers till the end. Okay, gotta pay attention. Gonna burn alive. Oh, fun fact about this game too is they added a dueling mechanic. So it is kind of like Diablo 2 in the old days where you had a PvP mode, except it's only 1v1 I believe right now. Which I tried it out. The first time I ever tried it out in the alpha, I got destroyed. Because one of the devs was sitting there dueling and he was like he was max level and just melted me. It was really funny.
Keep attacking!
Also, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate the support, man. Thank you. I look forward to playing this a lot on stream. I play a variety of games because I'm a multi-gamer. So hopefully you enjoy the content and stick around. Thank you.
Okay. Olmec grand audience. Just not kill Olmec.
Where are you going? Don't you go anywhere.
No! No, kill me! Olmec tell you everything! Please! Yes, it's just a little exchange. Few crates of weapons for few hundred goblins, yes? Tell me you no take deal like that! Oh, yes!
Yeah, the frames per second.
And deal anyway! Weapons no good! Too shiny! Make weakest raider look more like king than Olmec!
It happened. The FPS for me is honestly it's for this game. I don't know if it's actually my computer because I have a pretty decent computer. Yes, I only have an i5, but it's one of the later models. But my build is pretty solid, and I've never had frames per second drops on any games except for this. I think it's because it's in the beta and it's using a what are those things called where you have to like load up the program to load up the game? I can't remember, but it's using Arc, which is not a very popular loader, and I think that causes a lot of frame drops because I'm getting a lot of frame drops right now, which is weird.
Small cave, live best life, never bother you again.
Because I'm sitting in, I don't ever have to sit in performance mode for my OBS. But for this game I do, and it doesn't even look like it needs a lot of, like this game doesn't look heavy in graphics. Like if you look at it, it's not terribly crazy. I am going to lower the graphics and see if it helps. I am running it at maximum, I think. So we'll see if that helps. Hopefully I can lower it. It'd be nice.
Now there's no Goblin King. Someone take over. Goblin do whatever they say.
And thank you, by the way. I appreciate the good personality comment.
Come find Squee and Uncum. You and Squee talk there.
Collect my reward. Alright, give me my cards. Do I get my dragon? I don't think I get dragon yet. I think dragon's at the very end of this plane. Oh, we get my goblins, that's right. I may build the goblin deck again because it's so fun. Not very consistent with bosses, but it's so fun to play with. Alright, let's see if we can change the frame drops a little bit. But everything that I've been reading in the Discord, everyone's having trouble streaming it at the moment. I think it's the game that is causing it with frames per second. Your setup should be available to run high. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can see my setup. I put it in my channel, so it's not... I don't think it's me. The only other game that's ever given me issues that I play is Minion Masters, and that's only when I stream at 60 frames per second. 1080p. But if I drop it at 720, it's flawless. So I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's the game. I lowered the graphics though, so if you see any frame skips from here on out, go ahead and let me know.
to talk. Besides, we got a lot to do. Gavin Denise up to something big. Well, that's the question, isn't it? I don't know yet, but I'm gonna find out what locals know. Haha, that's true. You should meet my friend Annalise. Well, she's on Civic Council and is likely to have lead for you. You can
Right.
find her over there, by the market.
Yeah, Squee's voice actor is pretty funny. It is really fun as a big fan of Magic and its lore. I love the characters that they're implementing, like seeing Squee and when you first introduce the Squee, he escapes death because that's his whole thing. He never dies. But like the characters that you meet, I'm not gonna spoil it because I'm doing these like episodically. But there's a lot of cool characters you meet, and I'm a big edgelord when it comes to like the vampires. I'm a big Soren Markov fan, and you don't meet Soren per se, but you meet his family bloodline, which is really cool. When we get to Innistrad, that'll be fun.
Solid Sands, traveler. Is there something you need? Indeed I am. You must be the one who helped Squee then. No, but word travels quickly here. It impresses me that you were able to dethrone King Omek, but nothing has changed. The goblins are just doing what they must to survive. Simply put, the king was not the problem. The goblins are still swarming the areas surrounding Ankhum. I would force them to retreat and investigate their motivations myself, but Denise is always watching. I would not refuse the offer. As a matter of fact, it would be tremendously helpful to know if you see anything suspicious. Just do not mention I sent you. It would cause unrest within the Shivan Council.
I ain't gonna say shit. Don't worry. Last thing I want to do is cause unrest. But yeah, he doesn't want to talk to me for a good portion of the story.
State your business, traveler.
But I want his gear, because he looks dope. Reliquary tower nearby.
I've nothing to say to you. Move along, and
It
take
should.
your little goblin friend with you while you are at it.
From what I understand, this can run pretty much any controller. I first tested it on a Super Nintendo controller. Obviously, there wasn't enough buttons, but I wanted to see if I could do it. And it did work.
I heard about the Goblin King. Pity. You do understand that Shiv needs people like me to maintain order, right? You and Squee would be wise to stop poking around.
Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves the Eldrazi portal. Okay, nope. It's over here somewhere. The shard will be coming down for maintenance in 15 minutes. Thank you for playing. We're going down for maintenance already? Well, hopefully we can find Blind Eternities real quick. Yep, let's go. Get some experience boost before it goes down.
Just focus red mana in the shape of an emberling. You can do this. Oh no! I lost focus! Help! Oh, it's listening to me.
I have the Steam controller and I couldn't get used
When
to
I
it.
get angry with
It's
myself,
so awkward.
it impacts my studies.
But
Thank
every
you,
review that I've
Traveler.
seen, once you get adjusted to it, it's like one of their favorite. It's everyone's favorite controller. I just couldn't get used to that weird flat D-pad and like how rounded it was and inverted. I hope they release another controller that's a little bit more comfortable, but I could not get used to it. But kudos to you, man. Everyone that I know that got used to it really enjoys it. Yeah, the touchpad's weird. That's what I'm saying. It was really strange to try to get used to. I used it like 3 times and never used it again, unfortunately.
Just focus red mana in the shape of an emberling.
I hate...
You can do this.
This is an issue they had in the alpha, where they had
Oh, it's
the
listening
NPCs
to me.
constantly talking. And the funny thing is this NPC's in Shiv. I'm
When I
not
get angry with
on that
myself,
Shiv
it
plane right
impacts
now.
my studies. Thank you, traveler.
But the plane is like constantly thinking that I'm there. It's really weird. That's awesome. Alright, this is one of the bosses. It's just a mini boss though. Damn stun. Alright, Molten Shell should handle this. There we go. Oh, I gotta get back. Try to get this mythic before... Oh, I can't get the mythic. Never mind. I just got to this plane. So the fun thing about this game is that once you've completed every plane and you've unlocked all the waypoints, you can travel all over the map and... Okay, that was weird. And find mythic encounters. So like pretty much any mythic cards that you know from Magic can appear in the plane. Like Shivan Dragon, stuff like that. Or like even one of the big dragon guys.
Gave you my artificing tools.
But if you kill them, you can get like good items or good cards, lots of experience, and a lot of... It's basically like small mini raids you can join other people with. And they appear like every 15, 20, 30 minutes, I think. Real fun stuff. It's like one of my favorite things to do. So there's actually lots to do when the game's over. Where am I going here? Exactly, it's a lot of cool Magic cards like that are involved. Like this is my current deck. The red deck I've noticed is there's a lot of cool summons, but if you focus on instants and sorceries, like you are just a beast. Like most red decks are, you know, they're all about like killing your opponents as fast as possible. But their combos are nuts.
Neither waste, burn them all.
I had a Necromancer in the alpha. That was really fun because you can constantly revive skeletons, corpse explosions, all sorts of cool stuff. Also, I've noticed, see, because I bought the battle pass for this game, which gives you some, like, unlocks some special armor and, like, a summon. Now, every once in a while, there will be a clone of me running around, which I believe is a blue spell. But because I'm a mono red player, it doesn't act like a blue spell. And I have to read more into it, but I think it's the armor, because I'm wearing Azorius armor, which wasn't available in the alpha. So this must be like a new thing. Ooh. Goblin Fire Armor Reanimate Legendary. Legendary, where are you? Oh wait, is that over here? Yep, let's kill him. Give me this gear. Hopefully we don't drop out of the game before. Deal with it. You didn't really get anything good out of that. That sucks. Can I summon stuff? Yeah, like these are all my summons right here, currently. So like the goblin deck I was telling you about, I had like 35 goblins that were on my team at one point, and you can set them all to explode. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can do with them, like goblin grenades and stuff. Currently, the deck is pretty solid, yeah. This is one of the summons I got from the Battle Pass. It's a rare summon, because every card has their own rarity too. So, like, what I learned from the alpha is that you don't want to level up all the wrong spells. I mean, you want to level up your spells, obviously, to do more damage and increase the chance of the probability of coming up in your deck. But, you want to kind of gather... When you put cards in your deck, I think those cards show up more after the end of the quests, so you can kind of level them up quicker. And this card I immediately put in a second I could edit my deck, because this card is really strong. So, the cost of upgrading depends on your level of, like, towards your plane. So, once I kill this wave, I'll kind of explain it here. Okay, so, up here, okay, you'll see at the top, right in this area here, obviously I'm a mono red player, but on here, let's see, planar map, eternities. My realm here is, you can go there and upgrade the planes that you're from, or like you can upgrade and build lands, and the higher your land count is, so like if I have more mono red, I can reduce the cost of upgrading. So for my deck, let's see. I didn't even realize I had a Grave Warden. That's awesome. I unlocked Green Warden? That's a mythic. When did I get that? Sucks I'm red. I don't want to go green yet. But yeah, you can... So, this card here, nothing here to upgrade yet that I can see. Usually it lets me upgrade. Oh, I can't upgrade because I'm fighting. Hold on. Leave me alone.
I get angry with myself. It impacts my studies. Thank you, Traveler.
But there'll be an option right around here to upgrade your spells. And the more, like I said, the more you build into the plane that you want to fight for, the cheaper it will cost to upgrade your spells. So right here, your spell pages, I only have 6 of 160. Once I get 160, I can upgrade. But if I upgrade my land for mountains, that 160 will be cut in half. So it'll be 80. It'll only cost me 80 spell pages, and then you can get it down to 40 and get it down to 20. It makes it a lot easier the higher you go into one plane. So mono decks are actually more stronger, more consistent, like it would be in Magic. But if you go multi-spells, you kind of spread it out all the way through. But just like any other color, like a mono deck will have a weakness.
Oh, hello, Travel. No funny business here. Oh, just a shipment for Gavin Tilden. Tavern Glenese. Yes, Glenese. That's right.
Why are you so sus? I don't know if I should start this. We're gonna get kicked out of the server soon. Screw it.
Gato have nothing. Maybe stranger have loot.
Why? gave you my artificing tools.
Get out here, fools! Kill them!
Ooh. Is that I think I just got a mythic costume or equipment. Dope. Oh, somebody's doing this quest with me. Sweet.
My feet are too burnt to walk! Help me!
Sweet. I'm glad he was here because we were able to finish that before the server shut down. Level 10. No, little nervous how it will be when your max stats level. You can't level higher maybe, or you can reset your character special points. That's just playing blockers. What? I don't know how much time they had left on that. So every character, every planeswalker you choose to play can be maxed out at level 30, but notice how when I leveled up I have 2 different levels. So this Geomancer is up by level 10, and my planeswalker level is level 10. So once you're done with a planeswalker, you can switch over to another color source and go higher in planeswalker level. And the higher planeswalker level, the more damage you can gain. You also get better items and gear the higher your level. And I think the maximum level is 130 right now. But from what I saw in the shop earlier, there's other classes you can unlock, like Dimmer. There's a black and blue class. It's like a rare class you can unlock. And that's not the only class you can apparently unlock. So the max cap isn't as low as we think.
My feet are too burnt to walk! Help me!
But yeah, there's tons of gear and like mythic cards, like because you got rarity, you can find a ton of different commons. But you want to unlock like the mythics, you want to unlock the rares. Your deck can only get better. You can build towards PvP, so there's constant reasons to keep playing, even if you are max level. You can do for PVM, you can do for rating. There's a lot of different builds you can go with. So there's a lot of replay value. I don't think there's anything to worry about in that department, and they're always going to increase the cap. Level 30 is really low, you know, but it's only in beta, so there's plenty that we can work towards. Oh, absolutely. I mean, this wouldn't be a Diablo clone if there was no grinding. And we're done. Alrighty. That's it. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. We are going to be back once the servers go back up. So if you're not following, go ahead and hit that follow button. If you have a Prime sub available and you want to support the channel, by all means, throw it my way. It helps tremendously. This is currently my only source of income, and I want to make this a thing. COVID really put me out of my job, and this has become my new passion in the meantime until COVID's completely gone and my health I get the okay from the doctors to go ahead and go back to work. So thanks so much for hanging out. Shout outs to Snoop Morty for finding the stream and hanging out and keeping me company. We'll be definitely back when the servers go back up. And shout outs to Scotty and Remy for stopping in as well. Thank you so much for the support, guys. But go ahead and keep an eye out for me when I go live again. If I do go live before this comes back up in the next like 15-20 minutes, it'll probably be playing something small in the meantime, like a Nintendo game. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop off, probably get some lunch, and chill out. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate the support. Peace.